You just went back to hosting.
What the fuck just happened? We're hosting now?
Hey, how's it going, guys and gals? Welcome back for this week's episode of the Insider Gaming News Talk Show. I'm your host, Shift Gaming, joined by Kitty Crusade, Drunk Canadian, House Hendo. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Pretty good.
What do you guys all feel about the VGAs? Because that's going to be a big hone of our discussion tonight.
It was pretty exciting for me because I missed it. So definitely an exciting time.
It was exciting because you missed it?
Yeah, totally.
I skipped it, but the memes were strong, and I'll give that up to them. The memes were strong with them.
Oh, the memes were super strong for that. That's for sure.
And having co-hosted with 2-2, I think we both agree that we just need more wins from Red Dead Redemption 2. That's what it was missing.
Oh, God. I'm actually glad it didn't win Game of the Year, though. I feel like God of War definitely deserved that one.
It didn't I agree with Kitty. It got shafted so bad.
It only won, what, like 75% of the awards?
What kind of bullshit is that?
I think it was like 60, something like that. It was pretty up there.
The content creator of the year was Arthur Morgan, as you know.
Content creator of the year? No, that was Ninja, wasn't it?
No, it's Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2.
What do you mean voiceover? You're saying content creator. I was like, wait.
Yeah, no.
Best voice acting?
Oh, yeah, the voice. Wow.
Segway or something.
Yeah, the guy who did Arthur. Yeah,
Ninja recently.
The guy who did Arthur Moria. He did win the voice acting one.
See, I would have rather had God of War win that one, and then like sound go to another group.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was surprised Domino's didn't win Indie Game of the Year for Domino's inside Red Dead Redemption 2. That would have been pretty good.
Something like that, at least, right?
I still don't understand how to play that game in Red Dead.
Dude, I am obsessed with Domino's now. It is a very good game.
I honestly have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to the dominoes, and I lose all the time, so I just stop.
Whoa, we talking about legit dominoes in Red Dead?
Yeah, like the little stupid side game you can play.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's legit Domino's.
Yeah, but I mean, like, is it actually with little rectangles, the two values? Like the actual...
Yeah, yes, with Domino's.
Like,
it's not like
legit old school domino.
Oh, shit, I'm about to get Red Dead. I'll beast the shit out of that game.
So what's bad is I have Red Dead for Xbox, but then realizing that only a third of my friends are playing it on Xbox, which makes me really sad because it plays the best on Xbox. And I'm just like, damn it, now I'm gonna have to buy it again on PlayStation just to play it with everybody, or everybody else, I should say. Which is okay because I'm okay with doing random online stuff.
I'm waiting for the PC drop.
Right. I want the PC drop the most. I'll play it on PC hands down anytime. Yeah, it runs the best. Best on Xbox One X, and that's all I have is the Xbox One X now. So that's why I'm like, I just want it to play it on that.
As long as I'm able to throw people on train tracks, it is good on any console.
Right.
I just want to punch voters. That's what got me. I just want to punch voters and play dominoes. And
the real Ms. McKenzie and Sabio, thank you guys for the follows. Appreciate it. So I don't know what we're. I mean, for everybody who was watching it and got to see some of the stuff from last night. How did you guys feel about it all last night?
The pacing was a little weird. They like rushed through a lot of the smaller stuff and were just like, hey, here's people who did the most voice acting, and like went through it in 10 seconds, and then they spent a long time on some other stuff. But at least there was a lot of new games announced and new stuff.
Yeah.
I know
Ultimate Alliance 3, I mean, boom, hands down. That's a winner for me.
That was huge. It's weird that it's coming only to Switch, but we'll see about that. And then The Outer World, I think, is the game I'm most excited for. That looks exactly like what I want from a game, so I'm hyped. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what other? There was another big one.
Outer World.
Yeah,
The Obsidian
that one.
one.
That one I'm hyped about.
Yeah.
But there was
Everything else
another
is
game
kind
they
of-
announced. I can't remember.
Everything else was kind of like whatever in terms of the announcements, but Outer World and Marvel Ultimate Alliance like really caught my eye.
Yeah. Especially, although I will say I hate that they brought the Russo brothers there, and then didn't do anything with them. That was probably the hardest moment of the night for me.
I don't understand it. Like they could have previewed the Avengers trailer they dropped this morning.
Yeah.
They
Given
could have done it
there's
there.
500,000 people watching it, like it's better than just putting it on YouTube, right?
Exactly.
Oh, Mortal Kombat 11. That's the other thing I was.
Oh
excited
yeah,
for.
Mortal Kombat
Get ready
11.
to
That's
do.
okay. That's another one. Yeah. I'm super excited for that too. Give me Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, especially when 10 didn't get the itch I wanted. I need a new one soon.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I really loved Injustice 1 and 2. Like 1 was really good, but 2 was so much better. Like 2 was just amazing for everything else.
I played
Like
Injustice 1 and 10, but I don't think I played 2.
Oh yeah, 2 is just super good. So, how do you guys feel about Smash this week, huh? Smash came out
Smash
today.
Bros.
I have mine sitting right here somewhere. I'm super
Yeah,
excited.
you actually
I gotta-
picked it up?
Yeah, I
You haven't
got it.
busted into it?
Not yet. I mean, I barely got home from work and then I came straight over here. Yeah, here's, I got my copy.
That's a day you take
I'm
off.
actually surprised you did not cancel the show tonight for that.
He's like too busy playing Smash Bros. Like,
No,
sorry, guys,
I'm not.
sorry.
I'm not that addicted to any game to like cancel other stuff for it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
fucking Smash Brothers, man.
pretty adult of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm hyped to see more stuff come out of it. I was watching Zero play as long as playing a little bit myself, and he they haven't like even gotten to the elite mode, which seems to be what ranked is in the game. There's some weird semi-ranked mode that they're playing right now,
That's
but
really weird.
basically there seems to be zero issues with the game other than they're like it's really hard to unlock Cloud. So
Really hard to unlock Cloud. That's an odd
Yeah.
one. Wait, don't you just play
Yeah.
through the story and get most of the characters, or no?
most of them, but there's like, you remember the old school unlocks where it was like in order to get Luigi, or not, it wasn't Luigi, but it was like Mew, you had to do like a certain amount of things that they didn't actually tell you how to do them in the game.
Oh, you just happen to randomly unlock them by doing something or another.
Yeah, they're doing some stuff like that. So I'm sure 2 days from now I'm gonna sound silly and it's gonna be super easy because everyone's gonna have a step-by-step guide. But right now people don't really know how to do it, so it's exciting.
Yeah, I'm
Brings me
curious to see what
back.
they do with that. Some of the other big news actually was kind of interesting this week. I mean, this one sounds mostly like the like traditional launch day stuff with most games. But this one, like within the first week, Artifacts is already down 50%. But a lot of it is due to the fact that everybody's kind of pissed with with having to pay for the game and do that. But then I realized that I played it. I actually got to sit down and play it and tried it on stream.
That's the
figured out
card game one, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So Valve's new card game, and the money they charge for the game itself is the equivalent in packs. So you're essentially just buying a starter pack to play the game, and everything else is you could earn everything else, or you could buy it on the Steam store. And they actually have an in-game purchasing system to buy your stuff in there. All you have to do is load up your wallet, your Steam wallet, which is kind of cool. But yes, if you want to rickroll into those.
The only thing I think that they really messed up with is releasing so close to Magic Arena, because that has done everything right, so it's really hard to go up against them.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's
They
where
should've
my
They should have either
card
done
game
it
is right now.
earlier or way later. I mean, also because I don't know how many times I've said this in the last 2 weeks. like fucking pleading to developers, stop releasing your goddamn games in November and December and January. Like, stop. Just stop. Just push it back, polish it up, make it look, extra pretty. Do some even work on your DLCs in the meantime. Release it later. Like, we literally have 2
Release
minute
in the spring.
Yeah, release in the spring sometimes.
Do me a favor, developers. Release in the spring. You think Christmas is a hot night? Right before summer vacation, y'all will make mad money. Trust me. Release in the spring.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And Magic: The Gathering Arena is super good. Like, you're right, Romoffel. It's just so good. It's solid too. Like, you don't have to pay a dime to enjoy all of the features the game has because they throw so many decks and stuff at you, and each deck gives you that chunk of cards that you can actually take out of that and play with it in another deck and everything too, which is the best part of it so far.
Do they have like every deck that's ever been in Magic in there too?
No, it's only standard. Right now, it's only
Yeah.
standard. So they're starting with the standard blocks, and then they're going to move on to modern, and then they're going to pull in legacy eventually. But it's all basically getting the core stuff in, and then they're going to bring everything in. But every time they bring in new cards, they have to do all the rules and all the stuff that it does, all how it interacts and chains off of other things. So there's a lot of like back end work to do with it. Eventually, from what I understand, is their goal is to replace Magic: The Gathering Online entirely with Arena.
Yeah.
So they're going to slowly work on that.
I would be super okay with that. But yeah, so far I haven't paid a dime. I used a few codes I got for free cards. The Game Awards gave out a code, which I've typed in chat. Play Ravnica gives you a few packs, and then, like, I'm actually playing. I have a 50% win rate, so, best I've ever done at any game. I'm happy.
Wait, it's Game Awards no space, I thought. I got
it.
No
It works
space.
either way.
Oh, it works either way, okay.
Right.
One doesn't launch an MTG game in 20 years of cards
it
all at the same time? Oh, yeah, they definitely
no.
do that. As much as we would all love it, but no.
Well, I wouldn't love it because someone would buy all the packs and then triple Black Lotus me and like destroy me every match, and I'd hate it. So
yeah,
I like the kind of it reminds me of early Hearthstone where we're not being completely destroyed because we haven't gotten every card yet, and that's something that really drives me away from card games.
Well, I mean, Hearthstone's fixed a lot of that recently because they have their basically their standard and legacy, or standard and modern, I guess.
Wild, I think.
Yeah, they call it wild, which is the equivalent of like modern or legacy, and it's all the old sets. And they actually filter like the sets out pretty fast in that now. So like literally, as soon as a new one comes in, another one goes out. So it's like the last, I think it's 6 or 8 sets or something like that.
I just feel like it's a lot to keep up with, is all.
Yeah, I missed so like every Hearthstone expansion that comes out, I usually buy the starter pack, like the pre-order pack that you get, so I could keep up to date with it. And I missed it this time for this latest set, and I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, I missed one, and then I'm like, can I ever catch back up? Like, they're already so far past me.
Yeah, and I feel like they've gotten a little chintzier with their dust for scrapping stuff that you don't have, or you have too much of, and you want to create new stuff. Like the new stuff costs so much more to create than it does from like a whole like 30 packs of stuff you just dusted. Yeah, which really kind of annoying.
Seeing also the straight upgrades to cards when you have 2 cards that cost 2 mana and one's a 1/4 and one's a 2/4. It's like, do you not see the power issues here and the power creep? It's a big problem in card games.
Oh yeah,
but enough with complaining about Hearthstone. I'm over it. I swear.
Yeah, we were talking about the Obsidian game, Outer World. Not what is it? Goes. Actually, Kitty, you might be able to go put this one in there because this is one of your topics, I think.
Yeah, the Outer Worlds. It's Obsidian's new game that they just announced. One of the funny things, if you guys were not watching the Game Awards, they said from the original creators of Fallout and from the developers of Fallout New Vegas, really spacing themselves from Fallout 76.
They've been really good at doing that.
Yeah, but they had a kind of it's not steampunk vibe, but it's a old sci-fi vibe. Yeah, Firefly would be a good thing. A lot of people said it was a Borderlands 3 / Fallout looking game, which I don't know. That sounds good to me. They brought back the stat-based skill checks, which they took away, I think, in Fallout 4. They brought back dialogue boxes instead of you just walking up to people. and it looks like they brought back choices mattering. So
Yeah.
bringing back old school Fallout style RPG. Hopefully, it looks pretty good.
And it's cool because it's kind of like, it gives me a vibe of like 3 different games, like between BioShock, Borderlands, Firefly, and even a little Fallout mixed in there in the baseline of it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I explained it earlier as it's got kind of Hitchhiker's Guide humor in it going for it, which
Always a
I don't
plus.
know.
Always a plus.
I'm a big fanboy of Obsidian, so I think they're gonna do it right. But based on that alone, I'm hoping.
Be
I'm
curious
gonna
to
watch
see
that one
because that's
closely.
all Microsoft now, right?
I couldn't say.
They're owned by Microsoft now.
I think so though.
I don't think Microsoft has gotten a chance to really dig their claws into them yet.
No.
I think
they've
Obsidian
learned. I think they've genuinely learned their lesson
like
about
the
not
next
screwing.
release might be complete shit, but this one's probably
No,
very,
I
very
mean, I think Microsoft has learned their lesson about meddling too much with the developers themselves because they screwed up a couple games by doing that, and they realize that now. I think.
Halo.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, we'll see with Halo, but yeah, the last Halo was just. I'm a big Halo fanboy. I've been playing it for years, but man, that one just was a disappointment to me.
Hey, I'm a
Yeah.
lore guy. How do you think I felt about the last Halo game? They fucked a lot of shit up.
I remember I read the books and I was like, once Halo 5 came out, I was like, ooh, well, never mind.
Yeah, I think it was a lot of people's like intentions. Like the multiplayer was solid, but like the story for the main campaign and stuff was just so freaking weird.
I
dude.
almost threw my hardcover edition of Cryptum at the fucking computer screen. I could take.
I wouldn't
this
blame
out.
you on that. I got the collectors of all the. I think I have still all the collectors of all the Halos.
I got the
They've come out.
collectors, but I have the hardcovers in most of them. Well,
Oh,
the
okay.
books.
Oh, the books, yeah.
Yeah. I probably, back in my bookshelf, have a Halo book or two from school.
Yeah, I got several.
But yeah, they are owned by Microsoft, by the way. I double checked. And
Yeah, that's the new. That was the new thing that happened. I think within the last few weeks.
Yeah,
I think-
a month ago they made that announcement. They made a video and everything on YouTube.
But they've only, in my mind, ever released one bad game. So I think Obsidian's track record is pretty damn good.
No, yeah, no. Obsidian's solid. I don't think.
and I
I don't
know-
think we'll have any problems with Obsidian on this one.
And I
Yeah,
know
they haven't lost their soul yet.
there's at least one person who's probably like, Alpha Protocol was a good game, but it's not.
I mean, it had a cool story. It had a cool story. I'm not gonna knock that one. It was also long as hell, though.
Yeah, I made the mistake of thinking this is Deus Ex, but by a different developer that I love.
No, it
so
totally
it's gonna
wasn't.
be great. And then it wasn't, so that's probably why. But yeah.
So I kind of want to let DC take this one because this is kind of like his baby
What?
on this next one here.
What?
About CS:GO.
Oh,
CS:GO
man,
and
well,
his
this
his
isn't
battle
really
royale.
my baby, dude. They just like bought it. I'm actually super against it.
Yeah, it's not his baby; it's his boo thing.
his boo thing.
I'm just sad that they like got on the hype train of battle royales. It's kind of stupid.
Okay, so the only thing I do like about it, that because I played it last night, quite literally my very first and only game of it so far, I won. How the hell I won? It was by pure fucking luck.
Yeah, you were
But-
telling me you like found a dude that wasn't paying attention. and
Yeah,
you
well,
shot him.
everybody I got wasn't paying attention. Like the first guy I ran, I killed 3 people in this match, and the first guy I ran into, I was just running into a house and opened the door, and he was right there, and I had a shotgun, an auto shotty, and just the M104, and just plowed into him. All right, cool. There's number 1. Second guy, I actually got into a firefight with him because he actually caught me in the bushes, and then so he saw me in the bushes and we started shooting at each other. Only limited ammo, like super scarce ammo, like conditions in this. Like you're not gonna go and like, oh, I'm gonna go find this 30 rounds of ammo. No, when you find an ammo can, it's literally like 10 rounds, and it doesn't matter for what gun you've got. You got to have that gun equipped, and you pick up that ammo, and it's only for that gun, and it's by round every time you hit the thing. So you have to sit there and keep doing it, and it makes noise while you're doing it too. So you get caught with your pants down pretty easy with that one. So I'm like, cool, let's go ahead and continue on. So I killed that guy, took his ammo, whatever he had, and then it got down to where everybody else died except for me and this other guy. And I'm like, cool. So I don't know how to find this guy because there's no way to track this anywhere. And then I'm like, wait a minute. So I during the game, I actually called ammo to me a couple times because you could buy it with money and stuff, like the money you earn by killing players or finding little stashes and stuff like that. And I'm like, cool, I'm gonna buy some stuff. Then I realized there's little drones that come to you and they drop off the stuff, and you're good. So later in the game, I'm going back to that, and I'm like, holy shit, there's a little drone, and it's going somewhere that's not towards me. Let's go follow it. So I went and followed it, and it's this guy on the beach, and I'm on the cliff, and I see him, and he's just like picking up his ammo, like doing the same thing, trying to hide and be slick about it. But little did he know the drone flew past my head as it's going to him and led me straight to him. And the zone's closing in, and it looks like a burning, like kind of like a light burning field that's just kind of discoloring everything as it's coming in. And I just see him. I'm literally on the cliff, and I just see him, and I just shoot him, and I'm like, done, boom, done. There's the game. I won within like 10 minutes. Now the nice thing is, it's only 16 players, so the games are pretty quick.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a joy of it.
I did see one mechanic that looked cool, where you carry like an iPad around in it, and it lights up the squares that are occupied. So you don't know if there's another person.
I didn't understand what that was because I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what are the lit up squares? I think I was just there, so I'm like, why is this lit up still?
Yeah, it's tactical, but yeah, so
it's not free though. Kid 22 is like, it must be a ton of people playing. It's free. It's not though.
No, CS:GO went free to play.
It went up in price, like $30 now.
No, it's free to play now.
No, yeah,
CS:GO is free to play.
Oh
my god.
Yeah, CS:GO is free to play.
I think I might be done with CS:GO then. Might be time.
Yeah, it's gonna have a lot of good old players in there. No hackers at all.
Oh
no, it's gonna be cancer now.
It's gonna be your favorite.
Maybe the ranking system will get flooded.
What the hell was it before?
$15.
$15, yeah.
What was it, like the Spanish flu before? Because CS:GO has been kind of.
What?
Shit, I'm out.
Kind of going to shit.
Really? It's still like one of the number one esports.
Yeah, it's been like one of the most steady sports ever.
Yeah.
Anyway, most of the funny videos I watch end up being CS:GO related. When it comes to like triggeredness and funny communities, they just do dumb shit.
Yeah.
It's been kind of shooting itself in the foot, or been trying to for the past couple of years. Let's be honest.
I think
going from last night, that McLaren on a different topic. The McLaren 570S car pack is $2 to buy just one car.
So a McLaren is a good car, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think it's one of those like
it's like it's like a $500,000 or more for the main.
It ends up in a lot of rap bars,
Cool. That's great, Rocket League. $2 whole for a car.
I mean, all the rest of them are $2 too, though. I liked it when they had packs of them. It was just a pack of stuff. Then it made way more sense. But this, like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The Hot Wheels cars were way cooler.
Yeah.
Those ones were actually the Jurassic Park. I mean, Fast and Furious was okay, but the realistic cars don't really appeal to me in this game for some reason. Like, I like the cartoony feel of it.
I kind of like
really a game where you play soccer with RC cars. It doesn't feel right when you have like real cars on the field.
No, yeah, it doesn't feel right. I like the cartoony like fake feel of it.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying because you're, it's kind of designed for that. There's no way a real car would actually really look good in Rocket League.
Yeah.
We're talking about real cars are constantly playing soccer in real life. I don't know what you guys talking about.
No, Rocket League.
They either had like.
I mean, in real life they did it though.
Yeah.
What's that British driving show? They tried it.
Oh, Top Gear?
Top
Gear did it.
That's right. They did do that. They did it like 2-on-2, I think, right? Something like that.
Something like that.
I think Jackass tried it once too, or something.
Yeah, they probably just drove cars into each other.
Yeah, all the Batmobiles, because they have both of them now. They have the OG Batmobile and the new Batmobile.
They have the OG one. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they have the OG one now. I didn't get that one, but I have the Christopher Nolan one.
That's pretty tight.
So who wants to start talking about the Epic Store thing?
Where to start?
We'll start with what happened at the VGAs last night, I guess.
Can you find a list of every game they announced for the Epic Game Store? Because I don't have memorized, but
I can just tell you. You open the store and tell you the ones they got because everything that's even on pre-order is there now.
Yeah, basically with Steam's new thing about how they're gonna basically give more money to developers that sell more stuff, so mostly AAA devs. Epic Games came hard at saying that they're giving 88% of money back to developers when they sell on the Epic Store. Also, if you're using the Unreal Engine, you don't have to pay for licensing when you sell on the Epic Store. And a bunch of games were announced for it at the Game Awards. It seemed like they made a hard push. But there's some bad too, which we'll mention a little bit about. Yeah, do you have that list of games? That,
yeah. So what's available now is, of course, Fortnite, Hades, Ashen, Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek, which is this random Hello Neighbor game that just popped out of nowhere.
Dude, have you ever watched anybody play Hello Neighbor? That shit is crazy.
Yeah, oh no, the game itself is really cool. This is like a weird offshoot one that's like a prequel, essentially. And then coming soon, you'll actually be able to play Subnautica for free. You'll be able to get it and keep it for free starting next week. So next Thursday, you'll get it for 2 weeks. Then Darksiders 3 is coming to it. Satisfactory, Rebel Galaxy Outlaw, Outer Wildlands, Journey, Super Meat Boy Forever, Maneater, World War Z. There's actually a couple more that popped up since yesterday. Genesis.
Wait, Subnautica's coming for free?
Yeah, it's going to be free.
They have an
next
expansion,
week.
though, coming soon, though. I think you have to pay for that.
You probably do, yeah. And then Genesis Alpha 1, Shadow Complex is actually there now. Unreal Tournament, of course, is there, which was kind of sad because that got ceased on development. And then they got a ton of other companies that they list at the bottom, like Robo Recall, Showmaker Squad, Darklight, Conan Exiles, Bus Simulator 18, Arc, and VR Funhouse. I think they're all other stuff that's going to be coming soon. But there's like a ton of stuff. But the stuff that's now is only like 5 games. Hades, Ashen, Hello Neighbor, Fortnite, and
Dauntless 22 said.
And Shadow Complex. Yeah, but that's not till April. So that's coming in April, but that's not on the store yet. Yeah. That was just announced today. Like they announced their update, but then the update coming to the Epic Store is coming in April. That was news today.
Yeah. So, which I think obviously some competition between the two would be good for consumers in general. Because a lot of people have argued that Steam has a bit of a monopoly when it comes to selling games. I know you can go and sell third party. There's Uplay and there's other stuff, but honestly, it's basically Steam or nothing. But it seems like Epic Game Store might be a little bit shady at the time being, and I'm going to expect some consumer pushback pretty hard soon.
Oh, they'll definitely have to address some of this stuff, that's for sure.
Yeah, because I know we were talking before earlier, their policy doesn't conform to GDPR standards, so there's multiple countries where like they're kind of just breaking the law if they sell there, I think. But I don't know enough as not a lawyer, especially when it comes to IP. But the big thing was their refund policy was posted, and this is why I'm going to stick away from Epic Games for a minute. Is here's what you need in order to get a refund request. Your public IP address, IP4, which you can find by searching what is my IP address. If you use multiple devices, please include all IP addresses. So if you're on a phone with dynamic IP, that's like 20 of them. Date when you created your Epic Game account. An invoice ID for any Epic Game purchase you made on the account. Locations, city, state, province where you made purchases. Original display name for the account. Last 4 digits of the first payment card used on the account. Date of your last login. Names of any PlayStation, Switch, Twitch, or Xbox accounts connected to your Epic Games account. And the dates that they were connected.
So that, like, first off, forget all the rest of it just for the moment. Who the fuck is going to remember when they created their Epic account?
Yeah. I don't know, because I have an Epic account.
I've had an Epic account for years. I don't remember the day I started it, and I'm pretty sure I don't have a confirmation email the day I started it.
Yeah. Also, last 4 digits of the first payment card used on that account.
Yeah, I was thinking of that one too, Kitty. That stuck out. Like, what the hell?
What if you switched your card and got rid of it? Are you supposed to remember what your card was from 3 years ago when you first bought a game?
Yeah, because you get a new card every couple of years. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. So that, I mean, just me not having, I lose my wallet all the time. I'm an idiot. Me losing my debit card from when I got it 2 years ago means I can never refund a game.
Which is like a good chunk of people after their first couple years of owning a debit card after so many years. in general.
Yeah, it's such a pain in the ass to call the bank and actually get that information too.
Or what if you
If-
change
if
banks and
they-
you don't have they don't even have the information
Exactly.
anymore?
Exactly. I just went from fucking American to fucking something credit union, and they don't talk to each other, so now I'm fucked.
Yeah, my card is done in 3 months, so after that, it's leaving my memory. I'm not gonna memorize that for code. That's not something I'm okay with.
I mean, if you get the same
So-
one, it's okay, and you do tend to get the same one if as long as you don't lose it or something like that. Or there's other banks that literally just force you to change it regardless.
Yeah, and I do not have one of those good banks, so
Oh, they don't. They give you a new card or a new number every time.
probably I don't know. They'll do anything to make my life hell.
Yeah.
So one of those banks that got in trouble a few years back.
Yeah, that's all banks.
except for the credit unions didn't get in trouble.
I was with the credit unions back
Yeah.
then, so
Yeah,
I
I
kind of
was
lucked
too.
out.
Yeah. I mean, even now,
But we won't go into that because that's a segue, not for the show, of course.
That's I don't think that's under our purvey for news is talking about bank fraud.
No.
But
Yeah.
one quick thing though, because Life Shift Dimension, Conan Exiles just reminded me of something. Just a few weeks ago, I know we didn't cover this, and I just found out. Funcom launched a shadow version of Conan called Test Live. So if you own Conan Exiles, especially on Steam, there's now another version. It's about 35 gigs where they actually letting you test a lot of the stuff live that they're
Oh, wow.
playing with. So they've added like free access to a test server, full 30+ gig download.
For just Conan, or is it?
Yeah, it's for Conan Exiles, so you can live test everything they're playing with right now. They're actually kind of taking a little bit of community feedback because this last DLC they released really reflects that, and now they're actually like handing out, test server keys to everybody basically.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's called Test Live, and it's Test Live Conan. So if you have Conan Exiles on Steam and you want to play around with some mechanics and have a little input on this game, jump right in.
Interesting.
And it has
No.
full access. It has the full single player and it has the full online experience. So if you want to play with PvP mechanics or you just want to do PvE mechanics, there you go.
There's another game that was announced during the VGAs, which was by the creators of Ark. It's that Pirate Mythos game.
Oh, Atlas.
That one, I mean, they're probably not going to do everything they said they're going to do, such as 40,000 concurrent players with a world 1,200 times bigger than an Ark server. But if they get, some of that stuff down, that could be a pretty sick game.
Yeah,
It
and that
looks-
comes out next week too. Like that's
Oh,
coming
really?
real quick. Yeah, December 13th.
Damn.
It's early access starts December 13th.
Dude, can they push it back 2 months until I'm ready?
Right? That's where I'm
fucking-
kind of at. I'm like, I want to fucking play this, but stop. Just stop it.
I have a sticky note of games that I'm like, I need to get back to these and actually finish.
I
with
put it on my
playing.
wish list just to see how it goes. I'm probably not going to buy it because I'm actually way over my limit of games that I can actually focus on playing right now, and it's terrible. Like I don't even want to be.
This
like,
year's crazy for that, though. There's just so many games coming out.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I've never had to say this, but like, there is literally too many coming out, and the developers are suffering for it this time because of it.
Oversaturation is a big issue right now, and that's what caused issues back in the day for the gaming industry. And that's why I feel like they're kind of pushing it towards all the microtransactions and all the multiple releases on top of each other. Like some way, the market's gonna reflect it. It's gonna fuck us too.
Well, I mean, a lot of these developers are already seeing it. Like, look at the guys who made Overkill's Walking Dead. Like they're failing super hard, released a half price thing, and still laid off a bunch of people.
Yeah, I think they
And
put off.
aren't they in a
another
bunch
70
of
this week.
legal trouble in Sweden right now too?
That was that was something else for they got swatted for something or another, but I don't remember what it was.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just saying Overkill. Just they're not having a good month.
Yeah, that for sure.
The Epic Store just like having all these weird issues with that too. It's just kind of crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. The large media push makes me wary. Whenever a company that badly wants me to get on their platform, I'm like, Honestly, I have a feeling they're probably gonna be selling some data on the back end and stuff, but
They probably
I
could.
want to see basically some people who are a lot smarter than me go through their TOS and figure out what they're doing before I have, like a Bitcoin miner on my system and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Exactly, because they have to subsidize what they're doing. Like, I know they're claiming this is all Fortnite money, but Fortnite money cannot be supporting this entire thing.
I mean,
For them to just be
They
doing,
could.
doing
I mean,
the.
They're
That's a
making
lot of
like
money.
they're making like 300 million.
I know, but
off Fortnite.
not like long term. Like the way I've read it and the way they're doing this is like Fortnite's just gonna be awesome forever, guys, and we're just gonna be able to do this awesome
But I mean,
developer
it's not-
publisher split.
It's not like it's going to cost them a whole lot other than maybe 10 developers to put on it. Like, whoop-de-doo. Their 10
Yeah.
developers are already paid for in a half an hour as a Fortnite gameplay
Yeah,
For
it's
the-
like a
for the year.
critical mass for users is what they need now. If they
I'm
get
just
that, they
saying,
can
like,
fight
I'm
back.
just saying, like, it's a very, very unstable business model to begin with, basing it on one game's current mega success.
Yeah,
support, like,
but
the
Yes
whole
and, yes and
apparatus.
no, but they're even the cut they're getting from the developers on this too is just enough for them to cover the costs right off the bat.
yeah, it's not like you'd say Steam's model is not something that is sustainable. They can do that forever. The only reason they could ever lose money is if they have a competitor who is better than them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
pretty much.
But that said, knowing some of the horror stories in the background of Epic's customer support and that stuff, not that Steam's is any good. We'll see where consumers kind of edge towards. I have a feeling we're gonna hear some good old stories soon.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, give it
There's gonna be some AMAs.
give it right after all these big games start coming out, or especially when the free ones start rolling in. Like, we'll see what happens after that, because that's where we're probably going to see anything come up.
Yeah.
And then maybe a couple more months after a few more games start launching. I mean, with less than 20 games on the platform now, like, we're not going to see too much until it starts getting much bigger.
And they if they had something like Fallout 76 released on their platform and couldn't handle refunds well, they'd have a giant old lawsuit on them. But that's why Steam works, is they have very precise guidelines that follow the law. And
Yeah. Well, and also
Yeah.
their refund policy. Granted, it's probably the best one that's on the market in terms of PC games,
Yeah.
aside of what's it called? EA's. EA's also got a pretty good one in terms of their thing.
Well, Valve has definitely done their homework.
Yeah. Well,
and,
they
learned
knew
from
exactly
their,
what they were
learned
getting
from
to.
their past. And let's be honest, Steam has had to deal with some pretty toxic developers.
Yeah. Steam has
like
always been
digital homicide for one. Like, Steam handled that litigation perfectly, in my opinion.
They haven't always been faultless, but they've had enough trial and error that they're doing pretty well by people, I think. I don't know. I know there's some debacle about indie devs were upset about how the algorithm at the front page drove traffic away from their game, so they lost money.
That was a big one. That was actually the recent one too.
I would like to see more about that. I want to know really why that was. But there's also, looking into it, a few indie devs are like, I got a little more looks at me, so maybe they just, spread the love around. And then other people are like, no, 100% not. So I'm sure at some point someone's going to make a big old write-up with much more data. But right now there's way too many. There's only like 3 people showing their data points, unless you're a developer, and then you can look at those pages. But publicly, they haven't showed too much, so I'd like to see more about it.
Yeah. Well, let's get into actually some of the VGA winners. Like, now that we've got about 15 more minutes, we'll talk about some of these that came up, because there were some interesting wins in some of these, I think. I mean, I'm not going to go for Content Creator of the Year, Best Esports, any of these ones, aside of Sonic Fox coming out with an awesome, his awesome outfit on stage and stuff. That was really cool.
Sonic Fox is he is also, if you guys don't know, he's like dominating in 5 different fighting games right now, and has made more money than any other esports player ever this year. Like,
I didn't know that.
dude, he is insanely good.
Even
at fighting
more than
games.
Ninja with his Fortnite wins? Wow.
Well, even Ninja's been losing out to what's his name, Tegway or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
recently. So
I don't know. Fortnite wins don't
Next
get you
year, you
banked.
may not be a nominee. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
I mean, they're $1 million tournaments. That's a lot of money right up front for most of these ones.
Yeah, no. Tifu, that young kid who's been winning them, is rolling in it now.
Yeah, Tifu. That's who I was trying to remember. That.
Oh yeah. I assumed it was just someone I hadn't heard of because I don't watch Fortnite streams.
So we got into best esports game, and this one actually kind of surprised me, but it also didn't surprise me after I sat and thought about it. Was Overwatch. So Overwatch got best esports game over CS:GO.
I don't really agree with that.
CS:GO, Dota, Fortnite, and League of Legends. I'm just glad Fortnite didn't win it because that would have just thrown that whole category down the tube, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I would have thought League would have taken it.
Right? Like
Yeah,
League
'cause
actually
League
had
has
a
like an
solid-
ultimately better following than all of them.
Yeah, League does have like the definite like reputation and also the clout, if you will, that they should have definitely got that. But League has been going downhill too, so maybe they just the error there because the data they're looking at, they probably just caught them at one of their down spells
Yeah.
they've had recently because League's kind of been up and down.
Then we got.
I just think the reason Overwatch won is because of how much like development they've put into actually creating a league feel, putting teams in areas, getting the community involved. I think that's why they wanted to give it
That's
to
where
them.
I was going to go with it. Like that's the only reason I could see that being big is because they put so much into their esports league this year.
And if they come out with StarCraft 3 next year, they can just take those team names and places and be like, okay, StarCraft League. We still have it ready to go.
Or the Warcraft 3 league.
Yeah. I forgot. That's a better example. Warcraft 3 League.
Hell yeah, I would totally do that too.
And also, Overwatch is a lot fresher now, so like League hasn't had any major content releases or character releases in years, while Overwatch is right there.
They have a character release every other month, basically.
Yeah.
Like every
but
month
not
or
till
2 or
like,
3
like
months.
the fanfare into like news. Like
Yeah, I mean they're not
Overwatch,
doing it at the same level.
put that Overwatch is out there.
Also, just on another Overwatch note, in the past 3 days, I have gone up 400 SR in Overwatch, so it's a good game again. So just letting everyone know. Game is good again because I can win.
Okay, I'll let you know. I might finally go on my BlizzNet and actually play it.
No, you won't.
So I got another one. Best debut indie game was The Messenger, which I'm actually pretty happy that one won. Best student game ended up being Combat, which is the only one that looks remotely appealing on that list. I think we joked about that one last week.
Yeah,
we did.
They're changing the name to like Tank. It's like Ragnarok with the word tank in it. I don't remember.
Tank Narok?
Something like that.
Best
Fuck.
Best multiplayer game went to Fortnite, which kind of disappoints me to some
Not
degree.
Sea of Thieves? What a shocker.
the one game that didn't make in that category or didn't really.
My
fit in
money
that
was
category.
on RuneScape, guys.
The one category Sea of Thieves was in.
And then best sports racing game went to the only racing game in that category, Forza Horizon 4. Which is funny
I think
because
we called that one was going to win.
it was sports / racing, and then it was like Forza's the only racing game in there. I'm like, okay, best strategy game went to Into the Breach, which I was really excited about.
Yeah, I was actually playing Into the Breach all last night.
Either that, Frostpunk, or BattleTech. If any of those three had won, like I was fine, and Into the Breach did win it, so I was okay with that.
I didn't like Valkyrie Chronicles. Other than that, yeah, those were all pretty good games.
Yeah. Best family game went to Overcooked 2, which I thought was fucking hilarious. We're gonna see some people rage in a couple weeks. Like you guys are gonna see me in a co-op stream near the end of this month, playing Overcooked 2, and it's gonna be a fantastic time.
I think I have a copy, so I might be joining you on that Life Shifter.
Oh, I have it on Switch though. It's going with me on my travels.
I'll steal my cousin's Switch. I don't care.
Follow you across the
Best
country.
fighting game. Actually, I kind of called this one Dragon Ball Fighter Z, which I was really excited about.
Oh, of course.
Wouldn't it be Dragon Ball Z
I was
Fighter?
with you on that one, man.
Nah, it's just Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Z.
Yeah, Dragon Ball.
I
Fighter Z.
don't like it.
It's a prequel, so
Best AR VR game went to Astrobot, which Astrobot Rescue Mission. Yeah, so that went to that. Best mobile game went to Florence, which really didn't make any sense. I still don't know what that game is.
What?
yeah, I didn't love that.
Florence was that weird mobile game that was like in with some platformers too.
Yeah, it looked like a Calvin and Hobbes comic or something. It was just that weird thing with the chick on the.
Yeah, something.
Yeah,
Like
it was visual novel-y.
Yeah, it was.
They should have given it to Donut.
Yeah, don't.
Games for Impact went to Celeste, which that was a big one.
Mhm.
I'm actually kind of like out of those, I guess that could have won. The only other one that could have done that was maybe 11-11 or Life is Strange 2, but Life is Strange 2 is not even complete. So,
Yeah, so I don't think that deserves a win.
best performance went to Roger Clark playing as Arthur Morgan for Red Dead 2, which was kind of an interesting one. I kind of wish Christopher Judge had won that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too. The judge.
And it's funny because in the votes, he did win. Or actually, him and Brian Deckhart were tied for winning, like for on Viewer's Choice. If it was Viewer's Choice, he would have won it by.
Yeah, because Christopher Judge is the people's champion, man.
Yeah.
The
So he
show
would've-
va.
Best independent game went to Celeste over Dead Cells, Into the Breach, Return of Obra Dinn, and The Messenger. Best audio design. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I'm sorry if you guys can. Best audio design went to Red Dead 2. Best score and music went to Red Dead 2.
yeah, that's the Red Dead
Sweep.
sweep that I'm like, I don't know, man. The audio's good and all, but
I don't like the audio design. I think should have went to Forza Horizon 4 or God of War. Personally,
yeah, I think audio design could go to God of War. I'd be happy. Soundtrack, I'd be happy with it being Red Dead. That's fine with me.
yeah,
But
yeah. And then the score of music.
Audio, I would go with Forza because there's a lot more audio engineering work going.
There is
accurate.
tons. Like literally, like probably 60% of their game download is just the audio tracks. Like that's how much audio stuff they put into that game.
yeah, but is it good?
It's really good.
Bad play.
Every Forza has had the best sound design I've ever experienced in most games.
Yeah, I know that's what they're known for and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can literally trick people. You got like a Maserati in your
Mhm.
garage with that fucking shit.
Well, they take real sounds from a lot of these cars too. Like literally down, like for every car, they record something like 100 hours of different like, rev noises, sounds, all that stuff.
Yeah, the audio engineers do amazing work. Very tedious too.
Oh yeah. Best art direction went to Return of the Obra Dinn over Red Dead 2, Octopath Traveler, God of War, and Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which really doesn't make sense because that was kind of like the sore thumb out of that entire category. Like Octopath Traveler, I think really deserved that one.
Yeah, same. I just Obra Dinn didn't do it for me with their
It was
black
ugly.
and white.
It was kind of ugly. At least to me, it was ugly. I
don't think it added that much to the game being black and white and kind of terrible graphics.
I think White Knight did a better job. If you remember that old game, White Knight,
I do. Yes.
Probably.
or even Perception, a game called Perception, where you were playing a blind person that had echo sense.
I remember that one.
did better.
That was fun.
Yeah. Best ongoing game went to Fortnite, which is almost not a shocker. I think I personally think that Rainbow Six Siege should have won that, or even No Man's Sky. As much as everybody hates on No Man's Sky, it's actually come leaps and bounds difference.
Nobody hates on it anymore, I don't think.
Oh,
I don't ever hear anybody like.
I kind of.
Yeah, you're talking about the two guys here with us. The two guys just below us.
I don't ever hear anybody that matters complain about it.
No Man's Sky.
Oh, fucking yeah! I'll take that insult from a fucking Canadian.
Oh man. Best narrative went to Red Dead 2. That was actually the one that came right after the best score in music. Actually, it's kind of in a weird direction, but yeah, it was like 3 in a row. So that was the third one, I'm pretty sure. Best game direction went to God of War. Best role playing game went to Monster Hunter World, which is actually kind of a surprising one out of that list.
Yeah, because I would almost put that in the action adventure now. It's a lot less
there's mad
RPG.
cosplayers on that Monster Hunt tip right now. That's RPG all over it.
No.
Well, then Red Dead Redemption's an RPG because I cosplay in that. Like,
yeah, it's kind of the same. Yeah, like but Red Dead wasn't even in that one.
Kitty, me and you need to go to a convention together.
To what, cosplay?
Yeah, man.
I go to
We can do
conventions. I cosplay.
Yeah, I go all up and down the East Coast, man.
I got an Aquaman costume.
Shield. We can do it. We can cross over.
Best action adventure game went to God of War, which I was really excited for. This one actually was kind of a shocker too. Was best action game actually went to Dead Cells, which was a big weird one out of that. Like, because that and Mega Man are kind of like the two sore thumbs out of that category. Like, they're good action games, sure, but it beat Call of Duty, it beat Destiny 2 Forsaken, it beat Far Cry 5, which was more than amazed.
I didn't think that those games should even be on that list. Like Mega Man and those
Mega Man-
categories. Like,
Mega Man didn't
See,
belong on it. I don't think.
I
no,
think
100% it didn't.
you need to split that into 3 categories: shooter, action game, and platformer.
Yeah,
Exactly, because
Like-
platformers should definitely have their own category at least.
yeah. Oh, absolutely. Especially how many platformers are coming out now. Now, if you put Celeste with like Mega Man and Dead Cells and like all these other ones, then that category, those categories that those were in for platform specific, would have made a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But they kept kind of glumping them up with like all these other random games that they shouldn't have been with.
I know isometric games are coming back too, so they deserve their own category too. Like Into the
Mhm.
Breach is just part of a big fad of games coming back in that style.
I think that's fair to just put into strategy, though.
Yeah.
But then I don't think Valkyrie Chronicles is really a strategy game
No.
as much as is some other stuff.
Well, at least I at least believe there should be the 2 subdivisions for strategy: RTS and turn-based. They
Oh, yeah,
really
yeah,
are 2
that.
very different experiences.
Yeah.
There's
Bring
not
back Burnout.
that many RTS coming out anymore. That's my problem with No Man's Sky, is that Burnout's gone. That's, by the way, that's the only reason I hate it.
I just want my sandworms, motherfucker.
And then we came to our coveted one, was the game of the year, which the candidates were Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Celeste, God of War, Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World, Red Dead 2, and God of War won it, which was awesome, I thought.
The only thing I heard about this is when they brought out the voice actors, and Buddy just was like, "Boy," and everybody was waiting for it.
Oh, it was when they were giving away another award is when he did the boy thing.
Yeah.
Or did they do it? Did they do it during the main
That was
roster?
for giving away an award. And
Yeah,
the kid
they
was like
did.
holding on to it, and he's like,
Read it, boy.
yeah, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, he said it!" Of course, he said it. That's all he ever says.
Yeah, it was good. He said it really good, though.
Yeah. He went real deep for that one.
Yeah, it was like
Got a big
Leroy
kick off.
Jenkins in his prime, you know?
But yeah, no, it was a good show. Other than Ninja taking selfies with that part, you could take out. Everything
That
else
was
is pretty
that
solid.
was
Selfies with
super
what?
cringy. That was super cringy to me.
Whoa.
What,
You cut
Ninja?
out, Kitty. No, hold it, pause. Kitty, he did it with what? You like cut out there for a second.
A Muppet.
Yeah, there was a Muppet
What?
on stage taking fucking selfies and making fun of like Ninja and some other stuff, but it was just like this weird wannabe skit
Like
they
when-
tried to throw together for like 10 minutes.
Like when Eminem had that stupid fucking dog from Comedy Central.
Yeah, that's basically something like that.
You know, the insult dog's not dumb. That's way funnier.
Well, it was way
Well,
funnier
not
than the
with
one they had.
Eminem. He was funnier on his own when he was doing his own shit, but the crossover with Eminem I thought was kind of shit.
Nah,
But it was like you could tell it was
Everything
like
else
super,
with that dog is great though.
but
I
you
miss
could,
his show.
you could totally tell it was super staged, but it was just super awkward too.
yeah.
I was just like, I'll just stop this. And then they kept trying to like drag it out. Like the Muppet had his lines good, but then Ninja kept freezing up on his stuff, and then it was just, oh god.
He's not an actor, dude. He's just a streamer. Like, I don't know why they keep
Yeah.
putting these guys in these positions.
What was
Right?
it like a Jim Henson Muppet or was it just some random
Yeah.
puppet? 'Cause I've
Yeah,
not
it was
seen
kind.
that.
It was kind of like a Jim Henson.
No,
Jim
it was
Henson.
actually a Muppet.
Yeah, like
I
a
don't know
stick
what
Muppet, not the string one, but a stick version.
It's a specific guy. I can't remember his name right now. It starts with a C.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, there was a few of the acts that they brought in weren't 100% hitting. I did realize, though, because we kind of talked shit at one point about the people singing the Devil May Cry song. That was the people who did the sound for the game, so they probably were not a live band, and that's why it came out a little iffy.
No, that could be it. I can understand that. A
It makes
lot
so
of the
much
other
sense.
live scores were really good though.
Yeah, I just meant the like Weezer coming up and making jokes, and then the guy from like Panic at the Disco talking about how much Fortnite he played the night before. It's like, okay, guys, why don't you just go do music like you're good at instead of like doing some weird acting bit?
I don't know if that's bragging rights. I played Fortnite with the guy from Panic at the Disco. That doesn't sound right. Like when Ozzy was doing WoW shit, that was kind of cool because old school metal and shit, But
I mean, it was the Panic at the Disco.
Didn't they have Mr.
guy
T?
talking to himself.
For that, too.
Oh yeah, Mr. T played well.
yeah, but
Hey,
see
he had,
that.
what was it, the Mohawk something or other? And they're like,
Yeah,
that's
he was
not
like a
character.
Mohawk.
And
Yeah,
you're
he was like a Mohawk troll or some shit.
Yeah, and they're like, that's not a thing. And he's like, yeah, it is, because Mr. T says it is.
Oh, Pepe the King Prawn was the Muppet for last night, and then Just
Oh,
as Outpost.
Pepe!
Yeah, and then
Oh, I fucking
was-
love Pepe.
it was Triumph the Insult Comedy Dog is the good one.
I love. Oh man, I love the King Prawn. That's the one that real skinny one to talk shit with the fucked up hair and the googly eyes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's the one. Yeah.
Fucking love that Pepe.
You're like the only one, but I think it was just the way they did that skit last night. It was just so cringy.
It's a Muppet. It's great. Cool.
But yeah, yeah. Overall, it was still a good show. I like the game announcements probably the most out of everything. All the other winners were we kind of guessed most of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were pretty dead on with most of them, except for a couple of them that I don't know if they should have won.
I think Spider-Man should have won one thing.
It should have won something.
Should won.
Yeah, I should have.
Best use of a Spider-Man. Like, just give him something.
I mean, they could have went with best narrative for him too. Like that would actually
New York
been
Tech.
Honestly, just best dialogue. I think you could give it to him.
Actually, yeah, the dialogue would have been the dialogue was probably the best in Spider-Man.
Yeah, just written dialogue. That's fine. Give it to him.
And the puns were good in it too.
But that kind of category is productive, though. They wouldn't put that in there.
Yeah.
That would encourage
best
quality
dialogue,
writing
don't
and
they?
development in games. They don't want to do that.
Yeah. It's terrible. But yeah, I think we're about good tonight. I think we got through most of our stuff tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprisingly
And in the
on
proper
time.
time.
And we're not
Yeah.
running over by an hour or 45 minutes.
Also
Yeah, I was even
true.
able to swing that little Conan thing in real quick too.
Yeah.
Remember, everybody, test live. Check it out on Steam.
I would have given audio design to Spidey. The way they recorded 2 separate tracks for his exertion versus him standing was still incredible.
That is true.
That's true.
That was super well done.
And
And the way they went in and out was super good.
I could see them doing like the best sound in one of those too.
Yeah.
Because best audio design, best audio design, I could say they could have done that too. But it was up against like super hard contenders too. I mean, Forza Horizon 4 is a heavyweight in the audio division. God of War, of course, was fantastic, and then Red Dead 2 also was absolutely fantastic. So it's just it was in a really tough category. Like all the categories, in fact, that Spider-Man was in was all really tough categories. Especially this year. Like if it had come out next year, I think it would have had a better choice or chance against like the stuff that was out.
Mm-hmm. I agree. 100%.
But yeah,
I thought you were about to say Hundy P, and I was like, don't do it.
don't do it.
That's gonna start being my catchphrase on this now. Just say Hundy P.
Hundy P.
But alrighty, guys and gals, we're gonna go ahead and head out on time tonight. Surprisingly,
No, false. You're a minute over now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, we started 2 minutes late, so we're actually on time. So just saying.
Perfect.
Any final words for today, guys and gals?
No.
If you have Smash, send me your links on Twitter so that I can play people. Because I am looking to Smash.
You're looking to smash? You just
I'm
want me to
looking
hit
to
you up
smash.
on Twitter so you can smash?
Yeah, look me up on Twitter. I'm gonna smash.
Giggity.
I
Alright,
wish.
Yep.
Look for me and Conan Exiles, I guess, guys.
Alrighty, guys.
Mess around with that test server.
If you haven't checked out any of the streamers here on FatB TV and Imperium News, definitely do so. You guys can check us out all with our name tags right under here. We have our Twitch channels right under each and every one of us, so you can check us all out. Definitely check out the content here on FatB TV. We're trying to improve the content and bring new games to you guys all the time. Same thing with Imperium News. All your best EVE related news is always on Imperium News, and also the website imperium.news. But yeah. Thanks, guys and gals, for hanging out tonight. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you all next week. Have a good one.
Peace.